Another top story today, fishermen found. You can see Lake Erie looks beautiful in the daylight, of course, but imagine being stranded on the water overnight. It happened to 3 fishermen from Ohio. Their family was very concerned for their safety, of course. Paula Tutman is live with the story of their rescue. Paula?
Hey, Karen, you know what? Their family should have been worried, very, very worried. A lot of resources were thrown at finding these 3 young men. We're talking about 2 Coast Guard boats, 4 local firefighter departments or firefighting department boats, a helicopter. Nobody could find these guys until a Good Samaritan spotted a lucky last-moment flare 250 yards off the shore. The calm beauty of Lake Erie is deceptive. Talk to any experienced sailor or boater and they will tell you she can turn in a moment, and her windy, choppy wrath can be terrifying. And so that's why when 3 young Toledo boaters disappeared for 13 hours yesterday from the shore, it was terrifying.
These cases are often very difficult because there's a wide window of time where something may have gone wrong and we don't know what it is. So there are a lot of what ifs.
Family members of Jesse Perez, Ryan Root, and John Coates, all from the Toledo area, held an overnight vigil, terrified that the 3 young men had met misfortune with the wrath of Lake Erie. But inside the 16-foot fishing boat, the 3 young men were stranded and cold, but unaware that an all-out search had been launched for them.
It was cold, it was long and uncomfortable.
They'd spent Sunday exploring Turtle Island, fishing, but on their way back to Toledo Beach Marina, their prop got tangled in stray fishing line. No prop, no movement, they were adrift in light daytime clothing with night and plunging temperatures upon them.
The worst part about it was cold. You know, the situation wouldn't have been so bad if, like I was telling her, in mid-July, like I could have just took my shirt off, hopped in the water, and cut our propeller loose.
They had 7 flares. 3 they launched into the darkness at a rare and passing boat, but nothing.
We seen like 3 last night. We seen 3 of them lit flares, but no one stopped.
They spent a miserable night huddled together for warmth, cell phones dead, and only a few flares left. But this morning, a final flare was launched, and someone spotted the young men 250 yards from shore. The best friend of these 3 boaters, the fact that they had extra equipment, flares.
You're only required 3 flares on a boat, and we had 7 of them. So, I mean, obviously, being more prepared than others helped. Because imagine if I'd have lit all 3 flares last night. Nobody would see me this morning, you know?
Oh, we're just ecstatic, we're elated, but
tears of joy.
We're crying tears of joy, but at the same time, we're praising our God for how good He is, how faithful He is.
Oh my gosh, you can certainly feel the relief with those grandparents as well as family and loved ones. Karen, this is really a huge deal because, you know, we do a lot of these stories. They don't always turn out this well. Anytime you're on one of these great lakes, particularly this time of year, we know the weather can change very, very quickly. These guys were lucky, like I said, not that far from shore, just only stationary because they couldn't get their prop going again. Listen, they're great guys. The biggest takeaway is having the right equipment is good. Having extra equipment, better.
Oh, lesson
much
to be
better,
learned.
Karen.
All right. Thank you very much. Paula Tutman reporting live.